This is the all-new BMW iX3, one of the most stunning EVs I've ever seen. BMW sponsored my trip to IAA Munich to check out this next generation of design and technology in their Neue Klasse approach to EVs. There's a lot of cool tech on show here, so here are 8 things that you should know about. First, what does Neue Klasse actually mean? Well, this is the old Neue Klasse, a line of vehicles introduced back in 1961. This generation helped re-establish BMW's reputation for luxury and performance vehicles. And this BMW iX3 is actually seen in a similar light, and this is the first of a new generation of BMW's EVs designed to really put BMW at the top. So, what can we actually see from this new class? Well, one feature that's hard to miss is this new Panoramic Vision set of displays. And I say displays as this is a very clever implementation, using a projection onto this black strip below the windscreen to give you a slight 3D effect with information just floating in front of you. And there's various information on show here, with the left display generally staying on driving info like the battery life, range, and your speed. And then the right and the middle sections can show you other info that you would like, with a variety of options available depending on your preference. So details such as the album art of your current media playback, or even the air quality outside of wherever you are. You can also dedicate all 3 parts of a section to one larger information piece, seen here with a graphic for the range remaining. Now, these displays cannot be interacted with in real time. They are passive info displays designed to keep the occupants of the car informed. However, they can be controlled via the steering wheel. If you want to do touch interaction, that's where the next display comes in, which is this very uniquely shaped panel called the Freecut Display, a single central screen for the majority of your typical touchscreen interactions. It's a very large, clean, vibrant, and also bright display, easily one of the best I've seen in person. The shape has also been made with the driver in mind, as you can place quick access controls in the top left, which leans towards the driver space. And from what I'm being told, this will be flipped in the right-hand drive models, with a corner then leading to the right-hand side instead. Now, this display does show you a lot, not just that range of quick access controls at the bottom, but also a status bar-esque panel at the top, with the main portion used for the larger control interfaces. Generally, this is what you will see: a map to the right with quick control panels on the left, and these panels will change depending on what you're doing. And you can also scroll down for a larger selection. There's also an app section to swipe through a large selection of apps, including vehicle and media controls, as well as the My Vehicle app with a ton of controls for driving and also interior settings. So elements like the seat controls are thorough, plus the ambient lighting controls are so detailed. And as you would imagine, you can also control the Panoramic Vision displays through here too, with a lovely sync between the 2 panels when you're moving items around. All of this happens with super fluid animations and no delays. I especially like the animations between the modes, with a uniquely designed color running across the display to reveal the selected mode. Honestly, this display is so incredible and super futuristic in every single way, so great work here, BMW. Now, to interact with the screen, there are 2 main input methods. So let's get into the most ambitious one, BMW's Large Language Model Assistant. This has been in development since 2022, with BMW working with Amazon and their Alexa tech to develop a system tailored to BMW vehicles. This system will improve over time as more usage data and features are utilized, in order to give you a natural and logical way of interacting with your vehicle. For example, if you were to ask for directions to the Golden Gate Bridge Vista point, you can follow that up with your route of choice, without any extra info needed. And if, for example, you're looking for a coffee shop, you can then also ask for a charging near your preferred coffee shop option, and it will essentially plan your whole route for you. It's a conversation style which will reduce the need for touch inputs, allowing you to talk with the assistant and sort out everything you need via voice. It will also do almost any vehicle control, so if you want to change your AC temperature, it can do that. It will also take you to a menu when you request a feature, such as connecting your phone via Bluetooth. Plus, it also knows who's talking. This is really cool. So if anyone were to ask, "Open my window," it would actually know where that person is located and open that specific window. And the assistant itself has some personality too. If you tell it that it's done a good job, it will respond in both voice and visuals by making its face look happy. Like, you've got so many options here, and it's so cool to be able to just control anything without having to say that specific phrasing. You can just talk to the assistant in any way you want, and it will figure out what it needs to do, and this will only get better with time. Now, aside from voice, the second input method is this really cool new steering wheel. First, it's a very sci-fi design with a crazy combination of materials and shapes all coming together to produce this really eye-catching look, especially in white. The glass-looking panels at the left and right house mini controls with a really strong haptic feedback when you're touching them. These may be capacitive buttons, but honestly, this implementation is really good. And there is one really clever tech that can be seen on this huge mock-up. It is BMW's shy tech approach. Essentially, controls are only shown when they are available, and they will be hidden if they cannot be utilized. Plus, even the colors would change if needed. All of this contributes to a clear and focused approach to info, essentially designed not to overwhelm you with too many options and details. But okay, enough with the inputs, as there's plenty of new tech introduced to enhance your driving experience. The claimed range is 800 kilometers, which is very impressive, and that's thanks to these new round cells that have a 20% higher density versus the previous generation. There's also support for 400 kilowatt charging for a rapid 10 to 80% in just, can you guess it, 21 minutes. That's crazy. This large slab here is the actual battery, which now features mountings to be even more integrated into the car. Then we also get the improved rear axle motor, which further focuses on efficiency and performance. Plus, this is the smaller front axle motor designed to be compact and also with a lower weight. And all of this gets even better with the next cool feature, this tiny box here, which is called the Heart of Joy. This is a new internal computer in the iX3 designed with the Neue Klasse in mind. It's a box dedicated to driving dynamics, integrating drive and vehicle dynamics into one super brain. The Heart of Joy can handle acceleration and recuperation to the fullest, essentially synchronizing the two together and reducing much need for using the physical brakes. It can also apply deceleration and acceleration in an instant without any hesitation, whilst also generating energy in return. And in unstable conditions, the recuperation can be managed much more finely, giving you the ultimate control in situations which are typically uncontrollable. Recuperation is possible down to a full stop, and that will be a stop you'll barely even feel, as it will be perfectly smooth. And this is a bit hard to explain without, actually driving the car itself, but the Heart of Joy is a product born out of an EV's unique drivetrain, with close control of these powerful motors, enabling a level of dynamics not seen before. But okay, what about the actual car itself? Well, the design is definitely a head-turner, with lots of sharp details and lighting. It's neither huge nor small. I would say it's practical for most. Also, do you see these little front kidneys with the lighting all around them? Well, that's inspired by the old Neue Klasse, as seen here. Then these front airflow covers can open to allow airflow cooling, and also to increase aerodynamics. And both the front and rear lights look super futuristic, with these clear sections that even allow you to have animations be displayed. There's also a small rear spoiler, which combined with a lower diffuser and a completely flat floor produces an even more aerodynamic efficiency. And I also really like this slightly redesigned BMW logo and this fairly large front boot. Plus, the interior is equally impressive, with lovely materials and build quality, really cool ambient lighting, especially on the center console, Harman Kardon sound system, USB-C for charging, and of course, a huge glass roof. So yeah, in case you cannot tell, I am very impressed with the BMW iX3, and I wouldn't mind BMW giving me a permanent review unit of this. Wink, wink. All in all, their Neue Klasse approach seems to be a glimpse into the future, and have it introduced in such a standing example makes me really excited for that future. But let me know, what do you guys think? And do you want to see more videos on the iX3? Let me know down below. I'm Daniel, this is Son of Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Son of Tech, signing out. Cheers.